Collective, welcome to angel number 315. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, we got a different setup today. Been making some moves, going through some changes. My nails are shorter. I actually cut them off. I'm just gonna go ahead and start over. Right, it's a new beginning. Sometimes I do that. Cut a little bit of hair off, cut the nails off, things like that. Listen, we got some energy out here for collective that I was, meditating on. It takes me a while because, meaning like I haven't posted in a while because just trying to get through life's challenges, the energy, trying to feel the energy out, see what it is that needs to be learned through lessons, confirmation. Here we got first aid kits, okay? So this is it's like a warning. It's warning you to make sure you stay 10 steps ahead. You want to always make sure you're planning, okay? Handle whatever this is that's coming towards you with urgency. And use your foresight, use your intuition, right? Because you already kind of know what things, plots, plans, attacks people are, coming up against you with. It's kind of repetitive, the same thing over and over, just different ways, different times. It says be equipped for sudden needs with ahead of time planning. So that's what first aid kit is all about. Because someone is definitely digging up some sort of dirt on you. I feel like there's at least like 2-3 people in your energy. We have somebody that's digging up dirt. Why? Because there's a set of people that are working together, coming up against you, and someone needs to be the one that comes in wearing a mask, meaning that this is somebody who you would probably interact with, someone in your energy, and then there's someone in their energy. This is the person who's trying to dig up the dirt, make sure that they can send this person to the correct location so they can get the scoop, right? So whoever this person is, they looking up dirt, digging up dirt on you, okay? This is the same person who has been stealing like your energy, your sacred energy, okay? Creativity energy that this person knows that you're very healing, you're caring and compassionate. You operate out of your heart chakra. Who I'm speaking to, you could be an empress or you could be an emperor. Just take the energy as it resonates. But typically the empress is someone, whether you're a male or female, is someone who operates out of the heart chakra, more nurturing and compassionate and caring and things like that. This is somebody who has been like stealing your ideas, okay? So whoever this person is, what I'm hearing is that this person could have been like turning your people against you. It could have been an emperor, or if you are an emperor, could have been an empress, someone that you know, this third party, whoever this person is that's digging up dirt has been trying to, work with your person to get them to go against you, right? And so it's kind of weird how the energy comes up because, it seems like these are 2 people, maybe couples or maybe even family members that are coming up against you. But in reality, you're possibly supposed to be working with a person. Copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. And this is because they don't have any creativity of their own. This is someone who is jealous of you because they want to embody everything that you represent, okay? This is somebody who they're projecting their nasty energy on you. So we got the 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles that's in reverse here. Very much so like has to do with money, abundance. Maybe they just want you in some sort of stuck position of like, because you could be someone who's single. It's something going on around that. As far as you being single, maybe some people are trying to, and this is the weird thing too, because, they're making it seem as if like you're supposed to, you have to, you know what I'm saying? And almost imposing that and trying to be manipulative and controlling over what you do in your relationships and with your money, your abundance, right? And I'm just here to, confirm and affirm to you that you don't have to do a goddamn thing, okay? All right? You're the one who set the course and, steer the direction of this boat, whichever direction you want to take it in. Whoever this is, they don't want you to have any rewards. Like, they may want you to overgive in situations. When it comes to them trying to steal your ideas, they want to make it seem like that is something that you have to do. It's something here about something that you have to do. But whoever you are, you're just like, you retreating from this energy here. And whoever these people are, they actually trying to get back into your energy. Okay, but you got your back turned towards them, as you should, because some of you here may be working on yourself, trying to get your, money and in alignment and things like that. So you don't operate under the same type of what I want to say, something along the lines of contracts and covenants. You don't operate under the same type of dynamic matrix framework as these people. Okay, they actually want to be where you are. All right, it says spiritual hater here, but it's in reverse. It came out in reverse, but let me read what it says. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. But I just feel like by coming out in reverse, this is someone who's trying to act like that they're not hating on your light, but they are, right? And this is being found out. And what people typically have to do when they are hating, but they're trying to act like they're not hating, they have to continue to move as if they're not hating, right? So they have to gather their people along and continue to convince other people, and it's just like they're hating because you don't have to do that. You don't have to operate like that. You don't have to convince people of who you are. You just automatically have that glow about yourself, right? And so you may not even be like communicating with people. You're just strictly concerned about yourself. You're approaching this healing energy as if like, you're a child, you're a newborn. We got this nursery room energy here. Yeah, it says innocence and curiosity. So it says view challenges through innocent eyes of childhoods who break through current limits. A lot of these situations could have triggered like some sort of childhood traumas, but you're actually healing through those. Great, right? And this is making people want to, just continue to look you up, constantly sending people towards you. It's giving gang stalking, right? We do have stalking here and fishing for comments, right? So, whoever these people is, if they're watching you, they're going to be looking, or, this could be the case, whatever the case may be. Me personally, I don't really care. Hey, it is what it is, right? We got roller skates here, and it talks about releasing. This is what I picked up from it. When you are roller skating, you feel like, free. It's a certain way that you feel when you skate. Unlike sealed happiness and release the constraints of adulthood, it's just very freeing. Okay, so there may be some sort of activities maybe you need to get involved in, or to release something. And then listen, ancestors is definitely clarifying this release, because they're telling you after you release, empty. So it's given like, how you go through and you delete things out of your phone, but it's not completely deleted. You still need to go through and empty the trash. It's given that. So it's just given like going through, going over. Some of y'all may be a little confused, like, man, what is it that I'm not doing? Yeah, so you definitely need to continue to add those extra layers of just protection, release, making sure you flush away all life's chaoses. And it says also embrace healthier interactions. Toilet, okay. We have a globe here. Some of you may be considering like traveling, going somewhere, maybe an activity that you do to release. It requires you to travel. Globe here. But also what I'm getting from this, because it does talks about a journey, and receiving clarity as well. Cross-cultural boundaries and a new perspective will transform your thinking. Recently I came across someone who appeared to like be more evolved than me, but me being the person that I am, I'm able to see through, the veil. So I'm able to read this person, and I can definitely tell, this person ain't what they cracked up to be, right? And I'm just like, well, what is this person's issue? Definitely, okay. So, there's an issue with people who impose their beliefs on you. It can cause an issue. When you're deciding to go into something or receive help from people, and then they impose their beliefs, they can tell you what they want you to, what they expect or what they believe. But when it crosses the line, okay, and it gets to a point where it starts to feel a little weird, like uncomfortable, you start to question things. It's just like, you definitely don't want to settle or sell yourself short for, just some sort of sense of comfort or acceptance. All right. I don't know who that's for, but we do have clarity here. And it talks about cross-cultural boundaries. So my interaction with this particular situation in this person, I ended up seeing that she approached the situation like a next day or a couple days later, came in with her sorority colors on. And I said, oh, okay. Apparently she knew some information about me because she had already done some research and possibly looked me up online, because that's what people do when they want to be nosy, when they want to see who you are, but they don't want to ask you too many questions, right? Attempting to be a high priestess. But I know that you don't know that I know what you know. You feel me? So it's just, and I just feel like those people at that time, like it's like I can feel the facade. I can feel the energy of somebody trying to place a veil there, where I'm seeing perfectly fine past the veil, but it's like you're trying to get me to not see it, and it's really sticking out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you just want to just listen to your intuition in situations, right? So when something feels off, don't try to, put so much energy into it that trying to figure everything out so fast, because, it's about the divine timing as well. So you'll figure something out in divine timing. We got fish tank here. It talks about harmony, few in space. Too many fish suffocate. Too many contacts drain your vibe. And when I first read this, I read it as too many contracts drain your vibe. And I had to really look at this card again. Like, okay, let me examine this so you break it down, right? But too many contacts drain your vibe. Yeah. And the situation is just, and I'll explain it and go into deeper detail later on in a different reading, let you know about my journey, what I'm going through. But it's just too many energies. Okay. It's giving energy vampire. This person that, came in with the sorority colors on, this is the type of person who puts on a facade and acts like that they're this stand-up person that represents and promotes like getting people, or getting women, people, families, getting these people out of, negative, bad situations and elevating their life so they can sustain themselves. But this is the person who wears this mask and facade, and while they're wearing this mask, they're drowning at the same time. And you can tell. And they know that you know, but they don't know that you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of them situations where you have to be careful, because you know, these types of people think that you're intruding on their all right, whatever they got going on, and that just automatically lets you know that it's definitely something negative. They definitely still got something going on that they should not be having going on. So basically what I was getting to is that this is the type of person who feeds off of negative energy, and it's very apparent to me because, you know, I do everything that I can do to cleanse my energy. So by allowing people to stay in negative situations just so you can benefit, what is this world coming to? I mean, or what has this world came to, right? So I really had to just get up out of that situation. That's why I'm here now. All right. Which is interesting because we got Cat. All right. It says freedom, self-worth, and pride. All right. You don't want to, when you start seeing red flags, you don't want to stay in them situations for no long periods of time, wearing out your welcome, staying where you know that, you know, people just not going to appreciate the type of person that you are. Sometimes people, they look forward and, you know, to the hand that's feeding them, even if it's to the detriment of them, right? And so just knowing when to back out of the situation, because, you know, you can only do so much, right, within your power. You don't want to overstep your boundaries. And if you're the type of person where that you need help and you're looking for that help, but it's not really helpful, you know, it's just like, well, I'm gonna just see my way out. I know these people need help, but hey, listen, I gotta worry about myself first, right? It says value your worth, step away from pleasing others soon. Now this is the type of person who was telling me like, okay, well, let me just say this, because I don't want to, you know, be too discreet about what I'm talking about here with my viewers. But this is someone who is, you know, like the head of a shelter. These are people who are telling people that what they believe in, and, you know, when it comes to the Bible, Jesus Christ, and things like that. Now, I done grew up in a Catholic school. Also grew up Baptist in a Baptist church as well. A lot of the things that I believe, it definitely, you know, is in alignment with those faiths, right? There's nothing that I'm doing that's going against it. But note that some of these people are judgmental. They're not the type of people that are more accepting of what other people believe. Now, according to those beliefs, you're also not supposed to be judging people for what they do. And this goes back to what I was saying about people who digging up dirt on you, going online just to find things out about you. You may not even be posting that much, but these are the type of people who are going online to find information out about you, right? And it's just like you just can't be associated with that, you know? And it's not that you're trying to convince people to go along with what you have going on along with. And it's not that you're trying to prove anything to anybody, because you don't have anything to prove to anybody. Okay? You can prove exactly what you need to prove by not saying anything. All right, that's effective too. Because my thing is, what's the point of telling me that, you know, y'all really, you know, dive deep into the Bible real hard, okay? Added the word real hard in there, okay? Like, it's almost giving real bad, you know, kind of like how Young Miami used to say. But my thing is, I have a Bible I carry with me. My mama gave, you know, she passed away. I have hers. She also bought me a few, and I have those. But what is your point? She also said, Yeah, we don't do things like tarot here. That's strongly prohibited. If we catch any of those things in here, you know, you're gonna be required to, you know, leave. Okay. Again, like why would you even formulate your lips to even say that? See, my thing is, this is the thing about respect and boundaries, right? Even though, you know, I'm open about things and, you know, I keep my personal things away from certain other things too. It's not your business to really go online, even though people do it. And that's why they say, you know, it's the police, like social media. Because you do have to be careful with what you put on there, because people are going to go on there and put two and two together, right? Oh, she posted this. She said that. She believes this. Let me see where this link take me to another page, you know? So don't try to come at me like you some sort of, you know, high priestess, like you're some sort of intuitive person. You just know this information. Because I don't have anything to hide from anybody. If I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to, you know, resonate with something, if I'm going to stand in my truth, I'm going to talk to you about it as well. But this is the kind of situation where I'm not going to convince you of anything. Okay. This lady is significantly older than me. You already feel like you know what I'm saying? Like you one up on me. Probably look at me as some sort of page, right? Right. Because we do have 7 of Pentacles here in reverse, with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse as well. This could be somebody who also is concerned about what other people think. These are the types of people that we're dealing with. I'm just, you know, letting y'all know here. Okay, but whatever the case may be in this situation, I'm gonna make this too long. Just wanted to give y'all a little update and share my experience, right? Because that was just, it was irritating. It was irritating, agitating, all that. And so I had to get up out of there. But anyhow, y'all definitely want to be careful with making sure, like this is the first aid kit. Okay, let's go back to that. First aid kit. Be equipped for sudden needs with ahead of time planning. And the way I took that is definitely needing to be aware of the type of attacks that's being sent to you. Not saying that that person was attacking me, but definitely there are some other energies behind the veil that you don't see, that we don't see, that is making these people act the way that they do. Now, I know that this person, this sorority, remember, I won't call out the organization, all right? But I did do some research on it, all right? But these are the types of people that have addictions, okay? Possibly drinking, yeah. Which also tells me that there's some other other issues underlying beneath the veil as well that they're not discussing. But this is somebody in a leadership position, all right? So basically what's unhealed is coming to the surface. And when people wear a mask and they're doing all kinds of unexplainable things behind they closed doors that I really don't care about, they do have to account for and pay for that, you know? Because don't try to sit up and judge somebody else and impose your beliefs on somebody else. Look down on somebody else when you are far from perfect, okay? Far from perfect. My thing is, as long as you doing what God told you to do and I'm doing what God told me to do, then we should be able to agree to disagree, even though there's really nothing to disagree about. Plain and simple, right? Because what you eat don't make me, and what I don't make you, right? But see, this is people overstepping their boundaries. These are those red flags, okay? no reason why you should even be knowing all of that about me. Your job don't consist of that. I get it. You have my, personal information. You could easily do a background, search on somebody. You don't have to know all of that. And my question is, why is it that majority of the people that do judge people are religious? I mean, listen, I don't have nothing against no religious people. I already told you my background. But my thing is, did God tell you to judge those people or condemn those people? Or is this something that you picked up and you learned from your organization? I don't know. Y'all can chime in and let me know. I don't like to, get all into nobody's business because I really don't even be caring like that. But my thing is, like, bitch, do you really want me to look into you? Because if I do that, then what am I going to find? Okay? Let's see what other messages that we can pull from these little black cards of mine. I'm going to just keep going. Angels, ancestors for the collective. Y'all, I done picked up and moved to a whole another state. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say it's totally bad. I love the experience. Certain life situations, they'll try to drain you and make you feel like, oh my God, woe is me. But I'm not even finna do all that. It just is what it is. All right, first card I see is braids. Braids could be significant. I don't know if some of y'all want to get braids. We got suspicious activity reports. So something has been documented as suspicious is what I'm feeling. Whether this is actually happening on a 3D level or it is happening on a spiritual level, right? A soulmate level connection is aligning with your energy. Okay, and for a lot of y'all out there, it don't really even necessarily have to be a person. It could actually be you going into union with yourself, God, universe, whatever it is you believe, right? It says you are attracting someone emotionally mature, period. So you're in this nice attracting type of energy. Humiliation ritual. Humiliation ritual. And you know what you do? You put on the armor of God. All right. Religious folk always talking about the armor of God, right? And you combat it by doing exactly what they're trying to humiliate you about. Okay. And that's just period. But yeah, so that's what that is. If y'all wanted to look further into this information, check it out. All right. But you got a stalker on your hand. It's got something to do with some old energy. Continue doing what you do, cleansing your energy. And that's just period. Oh, I got another card right here. Jinx this. Hold on. It says irritation or small setbacks. Wow. Irritations or small setbacks. So it could be some sort of small setback. Try not to sweat it. Try to stay 10 steps ahead. And I guess those was the messages. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and until next time, peace.